Hello everybody, it's Mika and I'm back with another video. I hope everybody's been doing good. I thought I'd come on here and I'll do a reaction to the video that I seen yesterday of my Jazzy life, and it was titled something around the lines of Meet My New Boo. And we just really got to see the full dynamic, my Jazzy life and her new dude, Chris, relationship. It was just a whole lot of going on that live. It really just threw me through a loop because you can easily tell that my Jazzy life was very, very drunk and just really out of her body on that live. I just felt like it probably wasn't the smartest thing to do was to go live and be drunk. Anyways, I don't think that's very a smart and responsible thing to do, but I just feel like it was really not in the best interest for her probably to be drunk and this be our first time meeting her boyfriend. But I also feel like maybe that was the only way Jazz would have enough guts or, feel comfortable enough to actually let him onto the camera. But I don't know, because looking at the dynamic of the relationship already, I can tell, even though my Jazzy life wants to say that, he doesn't control nothing and all of that, I don't really believe that, because the way that man, he ran the whole channel, and for somebody to be antisocial, because that's what he said, I'm an antisocial person, but he couldn't even get the word out. Now, if you were an antisocial person, now, you used to saying that word. I don't know, but that's my opinion. You used to saying I'm an antisocial person, right? So then you should be able to automatically be able to say that word. And you know what I'm saying? And it stumbled out because it was a lie. Because you're not antisocial. You're not showing that you're antisocial. If this is your first time being live and talking to, almost 1,000 people probably was in that live, and you are talking like you've done this for all your life. So tell me how you're antisocial. It does not ring truth to me. It really doesn't. I think sometimes, and I think this is very much true, that it's easy for people to see other people's situations from the outside rather than from people seeing their own, misfortunes from the inside. Like for Jazzy, for example, she really is not seeing what a lot of us are already seeing, from this man. And I can already see that this person is really gonna try to benefit off her clouts. You know what I'm saying? From what he's finna try to benefit as much as he can. He's finna try to grab a bag and get a bag from my Jazzy life. I don't know. I don't know which one's gonna happen first, but he's going to be on this channel with her, and he's going to have his name on there, and eventually he's going to have his own channel. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? My Jazzy life is a grown woman. She's grown enough to be able to see, red flags and things like that. So I really don't feel bad for her, because I feel like, to me, she's really ignoring all of that because she just wants to be happy again. She felt depressed for all this time, and now that this man has, felt the need to come around her, I mean, he's not sacrificing anything. He's just being there. You know what I'm saying? He's not sacrificing anything to be with you. He's not giving up anything. You're offering up everything. So, I mean, people want to say, well, I love you, because if I didn't love you, I wouldn't be here. But it is not always the truth, you know what I'm saying? Because people could just be there to see you, to use you for what you have and benefit off you, and people could just be there to see you fail and watch you fall. You know what I'm saying? So just because the person is there does not mean they necessarily care for you or love you. I think it already shows the motivation of this dude and all of that from the simple fact that, if she would have came on here and she would have had a couple of glasses of wine and, just been a little tipsy, but just still there enough to be able to control herself and act like an adult, it would have been it wouldn't have been so bad, but it really shows me, where his head is at and where his motivations are, for the simple fact that he didn't tell her, babe, no, let's not go live right now. You're too drunk. You're too intoxicated. He didn't say none of that to her. He thought that this was fine. You know what I'm saying? And that's because nobody gonna care about her channel like she gonna care about her own channel. You know what I'm saying? And it already shows that he doesn't care too much about, your look and your brand that you're trying to build. And next, he got on the subject where he was talking about his personal preference of women that he likes. Now, when he got to talking about that, this is the way I feel about it. Yeah, men have their different preference, and women, everybody has their own different preference of what they like. But to me, I feel like this is your first time coming on here, right? This is not your channel. This is my Jazzy Life's channel. And it's nothing but majority of women watching my Jazzy Life, out of anything. Why do you feel the need to come on here and tell us what you like? And you already got who you with now. How do you think that makes the person that you're with feel that you are willing to come on here and tell, you know what I'm saying? Well, I like Hispanic women. I mean, what was the need for that? What was the point of telling, you know what I'm saying, my Jazzy Life's audience, her subscribers that don't even make no sense. And we already know how my Jazzy Life has a certain type of thought process that may not be as it may not be the same as a lot of people think. I'm trying to say this without sounding mean, but that way that she thinks, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people may not feel like it, it makes a lot of sense what she does sometimes. So we already see that just from watching her. So just imagine, him being behind closed doors and, really getting a feel of how Jasmine thinks and thinking, dang, I really can get something from her. I really can, and this is not going to take much. I really can take control and, capitalize as much as I need to or want to, whatever I feel, off of this girl. Now, we really don't know how long Chris and my Jazzy Life has been, together. She claims that they known each other for a long time, but they had just recently decided to make things official. But to me, I feel like, it's not a lot of truth behind that. Of course, they're gonna sit up there and try to come together and, come together as one and try to defend their love. Just like the situation that had happened, I think it was last year, that was brought up in the chat. Somebody was saying something like my Jazzy Life, where you had got that, when you had became pregnant and you had, taken care of that situation the last time, was he the father or something like that? And or did he know about it? And then, Chris acted like he never even heard about the situation, and then he gonna say oh yeah, I know about that. But we already know, you could just tell by the body language and, the hesitation that, what's really going on. The last thing I'm gonna say is, my Jazzy Life, I think that you should be very watchful, and you should be very on very much on your P's and Q's, because the way that this man is just so hyper and, bouncing off the walls to try to be on camera and be, included into your channel that you built for years before he came here, and we know he ain't known you more than a year. I mean, regardless of what y'all want to say, we know you haven't known him more than a year, and now he want to come on and try to be, the leading, starring on your channel. So yeah, I think you need to be on your P's and Q's about him and really just, be looking at these red flags, girl. But all right, guys, it's the end of the reaction. It's Mika. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Give me today my daily bread. Help me to walk alone ahead.